Hey, what's going on, guys? So, hiking with an umbrella. Is it nerdy? Is it smart? Is it overkill? Well, it depends on how much rain you're in. So, the thing about rain gear is that 100% chance it will wet out, okay? So, it's not a matter of if, I'm gonna push my glasses up, it's a matter of when. So, the idea of having an umbrella, it's kind of like having a tarp. When you get to camp and you set up your tarp, right? It makes sense to set up a tarp because rain's coming down, then you can do your chores, your duties, your cooking, camping, sleeping, whatever, underneath the tarp. Now, when you're out on trail, if you're in the woods, like I'm at right now, you've got cover of the leaves and the branches and stuff, right? But once you get into those open areas, having an umbrella kind of just makes sense. So I'm a big fan, a big believer in good rain gear, right? I think you guys have seen a few of my videos. If not, make sure you check them out. But having good rain gear, rain pants, shoes, boots, what have you, in a nice Gore-Tex or waterproof shell, super important, right? But it's gonna wet out, and living in the Pacific Northwest, in some areas where you guys live, maybe it's crazy rain sometimes. So getting caught up in a rainstorm, having a little bit of extra protection to make it last a little bit longer is key. So this thing is pretty good size. I don't know the exact dimensions, but I would guesstimate on 3 feet across or so. So when it's over my head like this, it's covering my backpack, right? Mostly. So if you had a rain cover on your backpack, rain gear, and adding this umbrella, you're going to be able to really maximize your time. So for instance, if it's dark and rainy and stormy and you're going to hunker down, then you're going to set up a tarp and a tent or whatever under a tree to stay dry and warm and dry off. But let's say it's midday and you're like, I'm trying to make some steps. I'm trying to get somewhere, right? And, oh man, this is awesome, by the way. I just wanted to show this terrain that I'm in. Awesome terrain on a new trail. I have no idea where it goes, but I think we're gonna go this way just because it looks good. All right, look at all these ferns and stuff. This is awesome, awesome. So the idea is if it's midday, you're in an open area where there's no real tree cover, having an umbrella doesn't weigh much. And now I understand that umbrellas are gonna wet out too, okay? So being out on the soccer pitch, watching soccer with an umbrella, it's gonna wet out eventually. You know, you get a couple hours, even an hour sometimes, of just straight rain, and this umbrella will start wetting out. And when I say wet out, I mean kind of like your jacket, where it hits a tipping point of, I can't block any more water, I'm gonna start dripping through it. And then you start getting, you know, drips from the thing. So umbrellas, I look at them as a product that you're gonna throw away. So I look at an umbrella as a $20 purchase, 20, 30 bucks. And when I buy it, I know I'm gonna get maybe 10 uses out of it, something like that, because it's mechanical, it has moving parts. Oh man, I just found this awesome trail. Check this out here. So it goes that direction, back to kind of where I came from, and then it goes that direction. But look at all these ferns, man. This is just awesome. Awesome. And no, it's not raining, and I have the umbrella, just walking around in the woods showing you that it can be done. Now, if you're bushwhacking, the top of this is just gonna be smacking into trees and stuff, which isn't gonna make sense. But if you're under canopy cover, then you know, you don't have to necessarily worry about the umbrella. It could be pouring down rain, and the canopy above you is gonna keep you mostly dry-ish, but again, you have rain gear on, so this umbrella is just kind of overkill. So anyways, I know I'm kind of rambling on, but I think it's important. A good conversation to have is an umbrella. Is that something that you've ever thought of? Is that something that you're thinking, you know what, that'd be a smart thing to add to my kit? It doesn't weigh much. I would just recommend getting one that's got a longer handle, right? Something long enough. You don't want those short, stubby umbrellas because then it can't get high enough to cover and back far enough to cover your backpack. So I like having the backpack covered a little bit. Now, some of my backpacks have one of those rain flies that go over the backpack. You can buy them separately. I think those also are a pretty good investment. You go on Amazon, 20 bucks or something, you can get one of those, and they sell them by the size, and they're usually kind of a universal type fit. Anyways, I think it's important to think about, talk about. What are your guys' comments? Go ahead and chime in below. I'm just gonna put my umbrella away because it's not raining. I just wanted to do a video about umbrellas. I do live in the Pacific Northwest, so having one with me just makes sense, especially on days where I'm just in a soft shell deal and not a lot of protection from the elements if it did start raining. So anyhow, hope you guys have an awesome day. We'll see you on the next video. See ya.